Hey guys, so I wanted to do a video regarding my recent bodybuilding competition prep. So what I did for it was I kind of went to competition purely for the fact that I fancy doing a competition. I think it's good to do stuff that tests you or do shit that scares you. And I'll be 100% honest, standing on stage in front of about 400 people wearing what I deem a pair of budgie smugglers pretty much scared the living crap out of me. So I committed to it before I'd really had time to think about it, and then just thought we'll roll with it. So I knew from day one that I was never going to be the biggest person on stage. Even if I competed in the lightweights, I knew that starting a diet of being leanish, but at around 74 kilos and 5'8", I was never going to win any competitions when it came to size. I'd had a bit of an injury last year, had some pretty bad sciatic pain that meant I lost a bit of mass before I even started dieting. So that kind of put me at a bit of a disadvantage. Not making excuses, so I knew that was going to happen, but I just wanted to get really lean. So diet started in November, which obviously a long time for it, considering I was hardly fat or overweight starting out. But the goal was to do a couple of photo shoots at the start of 2015, which I did. So I started off, I'll do another blog talking about macros and training and cardio and all that kind of technical side of things, but this is more just the journey, if you want a word for it, and kind of the emotional side of stuff. To be honest, at the start of prep, really easy. I was doing DUP, my strength went up massively, starting off that with the increased volume. Even while I was dropping body weight, it's dropping nice and steadily. I was feeling pretty good. I was cold, but that's one of those things. I dieted through Christmas. Tracked my macros strictly when I could. Tracked them not so strictly when I couldn't. Didn't lose any sleep over it. Didn't track really over Christmas for sort of 4 or 5 days over the Christmas period. Had a holiday in Brussels. I went to Centre Parks for a few days. Had days out in London, Bristol. I think that was the holidays over the winter. Yeah, that was pretty much it over the winter, but it was all fine. I went to Rome in March, came back, was feeling really good. And I suppose first sort of negatives, if you want to call them that, kicked in around April time. And that was when I did start to feel more tired. I started to feel more stressed and just a bit run down, really. I had some blood tests taken, and first time I'm revealing this, but my testosterone and my thyroid levels were down. I could definitely feel the difference. They weren't horrendously low, but they were lower than what you'd like. They're at the lower end of normal, which is still normal, but it's not great. Did a physique competition in May, which I got pretty lean for, and that was really good fun. Nice day out, but not. There was pressure, but not that much pressure. And then what I did was actually finish a physique show. Went to Chicago for a week on business and kind of eyeballed stuff there. Definitely didn't rebound or binge, but I tracked kind of loosely again, stuck to everything, did a bit of extra cardio to compensate. Felt really good. When I was out there, just lack of stress really. And then came back after that, went to Body Power, did a few other bits. That was all good fun, and managed to keep going with just life in general really. Then in June, I think things got really tough. My food was actually going up, so I finished before the physique show. My low days were 165 grams of carbs and about 50 grams of fat. By the time I got to June, I was actually up over 200 grams of carbs on a low day, almost 300 on a high day. No increase in cardio, no increase in training volume at all. But I just felt like utter crap, really. It was weird. I was still cold. I was very stressed. A few people kind of really helped massively to keep me going. But what I kind of realised from all of this in a roundabout way, I'll finish off the story I suppose. Got to the competition, was the skinniest on stage, smallest, but conditioning wise I definitely held my own. There were 15 in my class and we posed for about 25 minutes, which was murder. But I'd say I was middle of the pack for leanness, which I can't really complain about, to be honest. I was happy with that. It's my goal going into it. And I'm seriously proud of what I achieved. I'm going to get comments saying you were too skinny, you shouldn't have prepped, you weren't the leanest on stage, your posing sucked. Yeah, it's fine, don't really care. I'm not the best bodybuilder in the world. I did it. I got up on stage. Yeah, if I look shit, I look shit. But it's more than most people do. So I can hold my head high for that. Gonna have a long 2-year off season, build some decent mass and get back into powerlifting, and then I might compete again. Might not, who knows. But what it made me realise was actually dieting itself, in terms of sort of picking and choosing foods, for me isn't that hard. I've not got a bad relationship with food now. Over the years, it's got a lot better than it was. But the most difficult thing was just dealing with the stress, really. Dealing with body fat being very low. You're hungry, you've not got much energy. I was falling asleep in the afternoons. I was falling asleep in the evenings and in the mornings as well. I was just pretty tired overall, as several people will attest to. I was a lot sort of snappier. I kind of fire off at stuff that now doesn't bother me. So I suppose the whole point of this video is not to say about this is how you do a diet for a contest prep, this is how you approach the day, this is peak week, whatever. I've got all of that coming up. But it's basically to say, unless you've got a massively strong desire to step on stage, which I did, that desire is now waned slightly, but the excitement was huge and I might do it again. I wouldn't bother competing. I'd do photo shoots maybe, where you've got to be down at sort of 8 to 10% body fat for a guy, if you want a rough number. But it's just not worth the sacrifice, really. I'm lucky for the fact that I work for myself, so if I feel like shit one day, I can not work. If I've got a day where I do feel really good, I can work. I've had loads and loads of support, but at the same time, I've not got like a family that I'm expected to provide for. So I don't have wife and kids that need me to be on top of my game all the time. So if I feel awful, I can go and lock myself in a room and have a sleep. So seriously, well done if you've got all those commitments and can keep going through prep, because I don't know if I could do it. So that's pretty much it, is that if you want to compete, go and do it, because it's a fantastic experience, it's a great fun, it's great to network, it's nice seeing your body change and just getting leaner than a human should be. But if you want to stay strong, if you want to have energy, if you want to perform at your best, and competing is just something you fancy doing, don't do it, because you need to have that drive and desire and passion to get out there and give it 100%. And if you can't commit to that, you're just going to be disappointed. So basically, prep is awesome. Prep also sucks, and whether you do it or not is down to you. So that's kind of it. I'm going to be back with more stuff on the technical side of things. I might even get like a flashy intro video thing done and put some pictures up and stuff, because let's face it, these videos are a bit boring at the moment. But hopefully you found that useful. Give it channel a subscribe. I'm going to get more technical with it. Head over to the Facebook page, head over to healthylivingheavylifting.com, and let me know what you want to see in terms of what I talk about. We're going to be going into reverse dieting, macros, cardio, prepping, all stuff like that. So thank you very much for watching if you got to the end, and I'll catch you real soon.